G'day guys, I'm Mathilda. Welcome back to Hidden Rhythms and welcome to your sacred space. Today's practice is a real nice slow one. The first pose that we'll be doing is to lay down on our backs. You can do this from bed or on your yoga mat, wherever feels nice. And we're going to find a butterfly, Baddha Konasana with the feet. So taking the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. If you need a bit of support, you can place something under the knees. And if you're feeling a little bit tight in the hips, you can take the heels away from your hips. Otherwise, you can take them closer. So just listen to what your body needs right now. And I invite you to place your left palm over your lower belly and your right palm over your heart space, just laying the hands there in a compassionate, gentle embrace. And feel the body becoming heavy here. And welcome the eyes to close or keeping the gaze soft. And we'll start with a few rounds of breath, intentionally taking the breath in, drawing it in a little longer. Feel the whole body expand, and then feel the whole body relax as you exhale through the nose or the mouth. Long exhale. And start to find your own rhythm, breathing in, expand, and feel the edges of yourself melt into the room or the place around you. And exhale. Allow the brow to become smooth, release tension in the jaw, the neck. And feel the weight of your body, the knees opening outwards. And the place where your hands rest on your body, just notice how they may come up as you breathe in and fall slightly as you breathe out. Imagine the tide coming in as you breathe in. That moment of suspension before the tide goes out. And give yourself permission here to be with your body, to notice sensations rather than thoughts. Thoughts that may be about the day, yesterday, maybe judgments about the thoughts themselves. You don't have to get rid of these thoughts as you move through these poses. You just coexist with them. Smile and thank your mind. Breathing in relaxation, softness, and breathing out, letting go of anything you don't need right now. Give yourself permission to put it down. Breathing deeper and deeper into the body, allowing the breath to flood the entire body. Intentionally breathing removes blockages in our vital energy systems, in our pranic systems. Prana being the life force, the thing that sustains and animates us. So breathe in with intention, welcoming the breath like a friend. And breathe out long with intention. A soft intention. And I'll leave you here for another 5 or 6 breaths. It doesn't matter if you do more or less. Okay, we're going to move on to our next pose. So to come out of this pose, you can use the hands on the sides of the legs and slowly guide the knees towards each other. And as the knees kiss together in the center, you can heel toe the feet out towards the edges of the mat and allow the hips to soften. You may wish to place your hands over the pelvis. We'll take our little counter pose to that deep hip opener, that deep inner thigh opener. So there's nothing to do here, just lay here for a few rounds of breath, finding your own rhythm as you go deeper into the sensations in your body. Allowing yourself to integrate body, mind and soul. I'm going to invite you to roll onto your left side. There's no rush. And make your way into a tabletop position. So we're going to come into a low lunge. We're going to step the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. You might want to wiggle that left knee back a little bit. So you want to make sure that your knee's not coming over your toes. So just making the adjustments you need to make to be nice and comfortable here. Allow the hips to melt down heavy into gravity. And finding a steady gaze. So this one's a little bit more intense. But as we hold this pose for a couple of minutes, not as long as a normal yin class, you'll notice maybe a softening and an opening in the areas of sensation. If you'd like a little bit of a deeper pose here, you can move the hands forward. You can bring the elbows down onto the ground. So just finding your variation of lizard pose. And tuning back into your breath. That same rhythmic breath, softening and releasing to gravity with every long exhale. Allow the back of the neck to be long. And settle into a bit of silence here. Anytime you get caught up with the mind, just bringing yourself back into this moment, right here, right now. For your final 3 breaths, on the inhale, imagine your whole body inflating like a balloon out through the fingers and the toes. And feel the weight of the body pressing into all points of contact on your exhale. Our counter pose will be a half pyramid, so slowly walk the hands back under the shoulders if they're forward. Slowly taking the hips back, straightening off, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot through that right leg. We'll just be here for a moment. And then you might want to walk the hands forward a little bit and slide that right leg back into tabletop position. If you need to take a little bit of a wiggle here, maybe some circles with the hips, I invite you to do so. Take your time. We'll come straight to the other side, but there's no rush if you need a bit more movement. So step the left foot out to the outside of the left hand and find the toes on a bit of an angle, so toes face out. Take a moment to get settled into the shape before the hold, maybe some movement. Let the hips sink into gravity and find your position of choice with your hands. Listening to your body, you almost certainly will notice a difference between the left side and the right side. Taking your pick whether you close the eyes or keep the gaze soft. There's no right or wrong. There's only what our soul is telling us. Each breath taking you deeper into your experience of yourself. Breathe in, expand, swell. Become the full moon. Exhale, become the new moon, grounding. Your final 3 breaths here. Letting thoughts come and go, the breath blows the thoughts away like wind. And preparing to come to our counter pose, half pyramid. So walking the hands back under the shoulders, back, back, back to take the hips back, straightening off through that left leg. The hands can come under the shoulders or wherever they feel comfortable here. And breathing into the back of the leg. And we're going to rebend that front knee and come back into our lunge and then slide the left foot back to come into tabletop position. Take a moment to reset with some cat-cows. Breathing in to expand, and breathe out to let go, press into the floor and suck the belly up. And taking as many of those as you'd like to take. Whenever you're ready, we'll come to our final pose, child pose. Take the knees nice and wide, wider than the mat, as wide as the mat, big toes together. Sink the hips back and reach the hands forward. Placing the forehead onto the ground and allowing the hips to be against the heels, nice and heavy. And let everything relax. Release the hands, the shoulders, the neck, the throat softens. Unclench the jaw, the face, the whole head, soft. The heart and the ribs deepen, the belly and the back soften, lower belly, lower back and hips, pelvis heavy, melting into the floor. Thighs back of the leg, knees, shins, calves soften, and the feet, the heels, the soles of the feet, your toes, the joints of the toes, allow them to let go, and the tops of the feet. Flood your whole body with awareness. It doesn't take effort, it almost takes less effort, which is even harder sometimes. Anytime you find yourself caught up in thoughts, in the trance of thinking, return your awareness, your attention back into your felt sense, how you feel in your body. Just observing. Allowing tension to melt and dissolve. Detangling. And taking your final 3 breaths in our final pose before Shavasana. So I guess it's the second last pose, my bad. Okay, we're going to make our way back into a tabletop position, moving nice and slowly. And bring the knees back into hip width. Cross the ankles over each other. You're going to walk the hands back to sit all the way back onto your butt. You can make your way into Shavasana if you are going to sleep right now, but if that is the end of your practice and you'd like to finish with me now, then sit up into a seated position. If you're doing a Shavasana, you can turn the video off now, and I wish you a good sleep. Otherwise, finding stillness in a seated position, and finish practice by dropping the awareness even more deeply into the body. Noticing how you feel without judgment. And taking the hands to heart center, feeling the left and the right side of the body uniting. Namaste. Thanks everyone. I hope you feel nice and relaxed for whatever comes next in your day. And I am really appreciative and grateful to have you here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel, and share the love. Send it to your friends or your family if you enjoyed. And I look forward to seeing you in the next practice. Thank you so much. Bye.
You come to me in my dreams at night. We sit